Hello and welcome to this video about cyclical living. This is something that we've lost from the patriarchy, right? So having a male-leaded society for 2,000 years has done a number on us in a lot of ways as women. One is that we were set in competition with each other to secure the best man so that we could have rights, so that we could have property, so that we could eat, so we could survive. And we are moving past this as a society. And the divine feminine energy on the planet is rising. And what that means is that men are okay with being emotional and communicating their emotions. They're realizing it's not a weakness. And for women, they're realizing, oh, living cyclically is a strength. The fact that I don't want to work out when I'm bleeding is an intuitive, smart thing for me to listen to, right? So this is what we're remembering. So as cyclical creatures, women, not only are we honoring the cycles of the year, the different seasons, but also the cycles of the month and the different energies that happen with a waxing moon and a waning moon. And how does that affect us? So if you're bleeding, you would go by your blood. If you're not bleeding, you go by the moon. Women are cyclical. That means that we are optimal optimal health, spiritually, emotionally, physically, is, and mentally for sure, is if we honor our own cycles. So we have this time of intuitive messages. This is where we might get messages from our dreams. If we meditate, we might get a download, right? We might have things coming to us when we're in this new moon or bleeding, menstruating phase. One thing I've noticed is that I will be releasing an old pattern and then starting to get hints on what the next thing is that needs to be released at the next bleeding time for me. My blood and the moon are moving together as one. They're dancing together. So every full moon, I am ovulating, and the new moon, I am menstruating. And that does change a little bit. And that's fine. It's helpful if you would like to stay fertile, if you would like to keep your emotions and your hormones in harmony and in a beautiful, beneficial place, is to honor. So when we're bleeding or when it's a new moon, it's a time to slow down. It's a time to go within and pay attention to the subtler energies and messages that our higher self is giving us. And maybe if you work with angels or guides, ascended masters, then they might also be giving you messages at that time. And then when the moon is full, right, that is when you might be ovulating, you might not be. So ovulation or full moon is when the energy is up, when you have more desire to be social, more desire to perform or create or execute on your actions. So generally that first waxing phase is where we get inspiration and we have more energy and we're excited about the cycle. And in the waning is when we're starting to reap the benefits of the seeds we planted earlier in the cycle. So how does this work in mainstream society? It's giving yourself permission to relax and rest when you're intuitively needing it, which is maybe the new moon, or maybe if you're menstruating. Going, taking Midol, shoving tampons up your vagina and pretending like you're the same as you were 2 weeks ago when you were ovulating is not healthy. It will cause dis-ease. and honoring the fact that you need to rest and slow down and digest your life and your emotions and process will help you live a longer, healthier, happier life. It does affect our physiology, and women are cyclical. And this is something that we forgot that we are slowly remembering. So I hope that this was a helpful short video on women being cyclical. This is something that we do in my Divine Feminine Initiation, which is a year-long journey of rebirthing yourself as a healer, energy master, divine radiant goddess that you are, right? And it includes all of the things that I've done for the last, 7 or 8 years that were most impactful, so that I could understand how to work with my body, to work with the cycle, to work with the season. So I eat differently in the fall than I do in the spring. I eat differently, and my habits change in the winter opposed to the summer. This is living cyclically, is really getting in tune with what you need in each season of the year and each season of your life, right? So when we're younger, we might need different things than when we're more seasoned. I'm in the middle of my life right now, so I might need things differently in a couple of years than I did a couple of years ago, right? And honoring that and just knowing that that is ancient feminine wisdom that was lost the last couple thousands of years. Remembering, we're here remembering that we're cyclical. We're here remembering that if we don't honor the blood of creation that's running through us, it can make us not fertile. It can make us having a disease. We can get a disease. Autoimmune comes from overdoing it, overworking, go, right? And so do other diseases. If you track back to the root cause, a lot of times it's women not honoring their cycles, not honoring the seasons. And so my invitation is to do that. And if you'd like assistance or a guide or help, that is a huge part of the Divine Feminine Initiation that I run every year. And I would be honored to be your guide. And I'm doing several really cool scholarships right now. So if you feel like it's something that you can't afford, but you really want to do, let's talk and figure out how we can move forward together, because I stand for women remembering their wisdom. I stand for women living cyclically and honoring the cycles and the seasons. And I stand for women remembering their power and their soul's purpose and birthing that in this reality. So really manifesting what you came here to manifest. The time is now. It is ripe, auspicious time for women living their soul's purpose. So I'd love to help with that if that resonates with you. I love you, and I'll see you soon in a video.